What's good, Commanders family? I'm your host, Dream Team Buddha. Welcome to another episode of Everything Commanders. Listen, Deebo Samuel has entered the building. That's right. You heard right. My guy, Deebo Samuel has entered the building. Yes, sir. Also, the Washington Commanders has made a move today. They signed wide receiver Michael Gallup. Now, I know he was retired, and you know them Commanders, they love shopping over there in Jerry's World. So they went ahead and they signed Michael Gallup Jr. to a one-year deal today. Let's talk about it.
Welcome to Everything Commanders with your host, Dream Team Buddha. Hail to the Commanders.
All right, so before we get into this video, if you will, do me a kind favor, hit that subscribe button, turn the bell notifications on so that way you will get a notification every time we drop a video pertaining to the Washington Commanders. Yes, we are on a road to 1K, family. That's right, Commanders family. I need your support. I appreciate each and every last one of my supporters, and all of you have been rocking with me since day one. Let's get this channel, this community, to 1K subscribers by the NFL draft. That's a small goal that I set for us. We're only about 100 subscribers away. So if you haven't already and you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. You're greatly appreciated. Welcome to the family. Now let's get into this video. All right, so Deebo Samuel's done made it out to Redskins Park. I'm sorry. Deebo Samuels, he done made it out to Commanders Park. And forgive me, because I'm a Redskin fan, diehard Redskin fan. But anyway, and he finally signed his contract today. And also, in doing so, he also did his press conference just to speak to the media, to pretty much get his welcome into Commanders Nation. You know what I'm saying? He spoke on a few things that I wanted to touch on. And before I get into that, it's just Deebo vibe, man. Deebo Samuel's vibe is different, bro. Like, to actually hear him speaking on the Commanders and, to see his energy and what he's giving, listen, it's a sight for sore eyes, man. Like, I'm over here smiling ear to ear, and I'm really believing. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm really drinking the Kool-Aid. I really believe he about to have a breakout year. Him and Terry McLaurin and the host of other receivers, it's going to be a great year for Jaden Daniels and the whole offense, y'all. I seriously believe it, y'all. Deebo Samuel spoke on, him leaving San Francisco and, realizing that it was just time. It was just time. They spoke on it during the Senior Bowl, and that week where they went out and they were down there looking at prospects. The 49ers and Deebo Samuel had those conversations and those talks about him being traded. And he also told his agent, his top 5 teams he would like to go to, and Commanders happen to be one of them. I'm pretty sure y'all seen the post that came out not too long ago when he had spoke on the Commanders and said, "We coming, DC, we coming." So pause. So we here now, and we've been waiting for Deebo Samuel to come in to sign his contract to make it official. And today he did that. Now he kind of stole the show for Michael Gallup, who they signed today as well, because nobody really trimming up on Michael Gallup. He's somebody, but Deebo Samuel signed today. You know what I'm saying? Deebo Samuel is going to be 1B to Terry McLaurin. So everybody's more paid attention, more focused on Deebo Samuel. But however, Deebo Samuel, he spoke on the team success and the success that the team had last year, and he stated, one of the reasons why he chose, Commanders, the team, they already, proved that they can win. You know what I'm saying? Last year they made it to the NFC Championship, and he see the dog mentality, the fight, and the camaraderie this team has, and they want to be great. And he spoke on what he would bring to the team, and him saying, well, he just going to bring his dog mentality, and try to help this team in any way possible, to actually get further than where we once were. And that's what you love to hear. You love to hear these new players that's coming into the team, willing to get down with the program and willing to get in where they fit in before they turn it up, instead of just trying to come in come in and turning the program around. Like, we don't need that. We already was successful over here. And he understands that. He gets that. He spoke. I didn't even know that he had family in this area. You know, he got family in the DMV already. He got family that live in Baltimore. So that's a good thing to know. Like, you know, maybe he can get a place on this side of town. You know, I'm not in Baltimore, but maybe I'm speaking on the DMV. Maybe he can get a place in this area. You know, a new place or whatever the case may be. So that way he don't have to, you know, travel back and forth. He was speaking on LA where, you know, he normally would be. But what I was getting ready to say, he spoke on the contract restructure that Adam Peters and the Commanders had gave him, and he spoke on how grateful he is, you know what I'm saying, and getting that the restructure, you know, because now he getting $17 million guaranteed and up to $20 million total with $3 million in incentives. And he hungry, man. He hungry, bruh. Deebo is hungry. Deebo looked like the Deebo on Friday when they was breaking in people's houses trying to steal Stanley money. You know, like Deebo looked like the hungry Deebo that knocked out Reds when Reds tried to get that bike back. You know, when Reds came and said, hey, Deebo, you know, where the bike at? You know, what bike? He was like, you know, the bike I let you borrow, you know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. You know that bike I borrowed? He said, nigga, what bike, punk? That type of Deebo, the bully, that's the type of Deebo that I'm sensing right now when I'm looking at this interview. This guy is about to bring energy to this roster that's unmatched. Imagine his energy and Terry McLaurin energy at the same. Listen, y'all. Listen. Deebo Samuels, as long as he stay healthy, he's finna be a dog out there on the field this year. He finna be a dog. And then they spoke on, it's like they try to make it seem like it was some illegal tampering going on as far as with him getting traded over here. He shut that down immediately, saying, Adam Peters spoke to my agent. He didn't speak to Adam Peters at all, right? So it was a little slick situation that the reporters, they always trying some slick stuff, and they be trying to create stories and bullshit like that. But anyway, then they brought up the fact of him being out of weight, him being out of shape, and what he's doing as far as like work out and stay in shape. And he brought up a story of how he was on a game, just playing a game, and somebody had called and checked in. I think it was a sister or somebody, and they was asking, did you work out yet? And he said that goes to say it's not only him that's paying attention to his fitness journey. He got everybody that's surrounded around him also focusing in on making sure that he stay healthy and up, in shape and doing whatever he need to do so he could be 2019, 2021 Deebo, or be successful at his position. And of course it starts with him because you can have everybody in your corner, but sometimes you need that little push, you know what I'm saying? And he understands that, and he got people in his corner. And when they talk about him being out of shape, he just laugh at it. I'm telling y'all, he's motivated. He's ready to be a dog. Also, we seen Michael Gallup today. Now, Michael Gallup, pretty much his stance, he retired after he was released from Dallas. He signed with the Oakland Raiders, and then he retired. So, we found out today the reason why he retired. He retired because he felt like, he'd been with Dallas for so many years, and then they finally just let him go out of nowhere, and then he felt like he was lost. He wasn't there mentally, and so what he did was he pulled himself away from the game because he was distraught, and his mental wasn't where it's supposed to be. And this game that they play, not we, because I played in high school, but I ain't making it to the pros or college. The game that they play is a vicious game. And you have to be on your P's and Q's. You have to be on your game, okay? If you're going to be successful and be a dominant player in the NFL. And he understood that. And he didn't want to put that pressure on himself. And he went ahead and retired to get his mental together. And once he got that mental reset, he tried to make a comeback for the NFL. Now, mind you, he tried out for the team. I want to say last week he came in for a workout, and we didn't hear anything else about it. So I kind of thought that, they swept him under the rug and was away with him. You know what I'm saying? But currently, evidently, that wasn't the case. He must have had a great workout for the team. Now he signed a 1-year deal, I think worth $1.3 million or something like that. However, just because he signed a contract does not mean that he will make it on the 53-man roster, like I spoke and I told you all. But he's going to have a chance to make a case to be one of the 6 or 7 wide receivers that we keep on this roster. I'm not too sure. If you think about it right now, you got Terry McLaurin, Deebo Samuel, Noah Brown, Luke McCaffrey. They locked in. Then you got KJ Osborne, Michael Gallup. I'm sure they probably would draft a wide receiver. If they don't draft a wide receiver, it'll probably be an unrestricted free agent. Undrafted free agent, because we're going to sign a whole bunch of those young guys. We don't know what they're going to do. We only got 5 draft picks. But like I said, the roster is pretty much full. It's full as far as what we're going to do before the NFL draft. So right now, man, the wide receiver room is pretty much like locked in. I ain't gonna hold you. And I know we sit here and we think all the time like, oh, we gotta go hit the draft hard. Let's go hit the draft hard. Let's go get some prospects and let's upgrade the roster that way. But you gotta understand, those same people that's coming in from the draft it's you getting veterans that still can play, in place of that. So it's not a bad thing either way. Like, some of y'all got the mad mentality, whereas though you think, oh, I need to have the best draft pick each year. When you winning Super Bowls and championships and stuff like that, you're not going to be having the best draft pick each year. You're not going to have the best draft prospect each year. So you have to make sure that you get veterans that know how to win. We ain't got time to be grooming nobody and bringing nobody along. We could bring a few in, you sprinkle a little bit here and there, but the majority of your roster need to be of people that understands how to win. Understands how to win. We went to the NFC Championship last year. They addressed the trenches. Saquon Barkley had a field day on us. They addressed the trenches. You see, we all was pushing for Trey Hendrickson. We might not get him. 9 times out of 10, he ain't coming here. He ain't coming here. But to get him instead of a young pass rusher at 29, the likelihood it won't be a dog there at 29. And the ones that will be there at 29, most likely you could pick them in the second round. Only one person may slip to that 29th pick, and that's probably James Pierce. We don't know what they're going to do. We don't know if they're going to go DB, or defensive end, or running back. Because those are the top 3 positions. Now, I don't think the good offensive tackles that, I know they did a 30-30 visit with Josh Connolly or whatever the case may be, and a couple others, but I don't think he's going to make it to us. And if he do make it to us, that'll be interesting to see if John Connolly, Maxwell Harrison, what's the dude from Humanure, the safety from South Carolina, he there, Amari Hampton, James Pierce Jr. You don't know who's going to be there at 29. We will be watching closely come draft night to see what they do. Don't get your hopes up. But do know this. The Commanders are trying to be set to win regardless, with or without the draft. That's how you're supposed to do it. You don't go into the draft trying to address a need. You go into the draft trying to address best player available. And that's how the best teams win. Because 9 times out of 10, when you need a player, they won't be, everybody not Jaden Daniels. Okay? 9 times out of 10, they're not coming in and giving you the type of production that Jaden Daniels gave, that he provided for the Commanders in year 1. So yeah, man. Like I said, Michael Gallup was signed today. Deebo Samuel had his press conference today. Michael Gallup had his press conference today. Michael Gallup spoke on Jaden Daniels. He was FaceTiming Jaden Daniels, and he was asking him where he stay. You know what I'm saying? Like if he's in the area, but he told him he's still out Texas way, and they're gonna pretty much link, and they're gonna get up and get some repetitions in. I'm pretty sure Deebo Samuels will be involved in that whole situation as well. You already know Terry McLaurin gonna be with it. He always looking to work out in the off season. Yeah, we got ourselves a wide receiving core. And I know it's not the sexiest signings or the flashiest signings, should I say, no Diddy. But listen, we got some vets. Noah Brown gave us great production last year before he got hurt. Imagine what Deebo Samuel going to do. Just imagine. Get excited, y'all. The Washington Commanders are coming. No Diddy for 2025. When we get in that draft, anybody we draft, it's extra. It's a bonus. It's the cherry on top. This roster is being built to perfection. It ain't about spending all your money to address a need. It's about getting the best quality players that can fill your roster in those key positions and go out and dominate. That's what it's about. So, yeah, that's going to do it for your boy, Dream Team Buddha. If you're new to the channel and you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I greatly appreciate you. Help us get to 1K. Like I said, we probably 100K. We probably 100 subscribers away from 1K. I want to get to 1K before the NFL draft. I just set a small goal. I'm really not the person that really set goals that much, and I'm trying to get into that field of setting goals and seeing them accomplished. I've always been the person that walked by faith and, what's for me is for me, but I'm trying to turn over a new leaf. And I've been doing this for a couple of years now, and, it feels good to set a goal and achieve a goal, So I appreciate all the subscribers. I appreciate all the followers. I appreciate the whole community, the whole Commanders community. I appreciate all the people that love NFL. If you just love sports, love football, I love you too. So, yeah, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit a like. Leave a comment down in the comment section what y'all think about Deebo Samuel and what you think about Michael Gallup. Because although I'm not all that impressed about him being here, I don't even think he's going to make the roster, but he may. Drop a comment down in the bottom and let me know if you stayed the whole video, and let me know what you think about what took place today. I'm out. Left hand up. Who are we? The Commanders.